would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Norman. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to
offense, knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Pineda. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Reed. Grab near the sticks, it's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught over the middle, it's Pineda. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Right on the money. And he'll take it out. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Trying the left side. Look out, he's got room. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now improvising. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dean. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Norman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his target down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Breaks into the open. Into the end zone. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking left. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Going to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to... It's loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Offense really lucky there. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Dean.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, brings up a fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the team.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Dean. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man quickly. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
First down here for the offense. The give on the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down Looking downfield, it's Baker. Floating away. That's it, fly. Complete to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 20-line.
We just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of the rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally will come up with a sack.
On third down, he drops the throw. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Defense in press coverage. Here's the pressure. As he pulls, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun to give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Reed. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Tighten up defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense got it at the 27.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get
quarterbacks in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires into traffic and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Rides the back of the option, the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Back to pass, it's Baker.
Stop it.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Just such a nice job by him, understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. As if he jump the throw and pick it up.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
How about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3 is coming soon.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they effective this time around. Sets up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to pull by himself down the middle. At 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing the turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good completion on the out. And he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Armstrong. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking for room, it's Edwards. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
That guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
In the air. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 33. That's enough for the first down, and more importantly, saving time. The clock is stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Reed. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.